morning, YouTube. I am Rebecca Denigan, or you can call me Beck, so I know that you're talking to me. I'm almost a quarter of a century. Why start on YouTube now? Well, I enjoy watching the shows, and I decided why not? Why not get into the same business as the people who I deeply respect on YouTube? And also, I really can't go out and work. Story for that. I have a mysterious illness. Don't know what it is. At first, I thought it was anemia. Back in January, I started going pale, just getting really faint, getting dizzy. I went to the doctor here where I am, and they took my blood, and they said, oh, your hemoglobin count is low. So I thought, oh, it's just anemia. So started taking iron pills, folic acid, started feeling better right away. So hey, got it under control. I was in the process of starting a new job, let them know, hey, I have anemia and I've taken care of it. Started, I think, I started, I think at the end of January. Yeah, I started at the end of January, and then 2 weeks in, I was talking to my boss, and in front of other coworkers, I go completely white. And I could feel it. It is the most horrible feeling where my face started feeling cold, and they started throwing food at me. They were like, do you want a peanut butter sandwich? Do you want a smoothie? They were just throwing all their snacks at me. And I was like, no, I'm fine. I had a good breakfast. I had my iron pills. So they told me to go sit down, have a drink of water. I went to sit down. It wasn't getting any better. Of course, with this, I start crying because that was, one, embarrassing to have that happen in front of my boss and coworkers, and two, I thought I had this taken care of. So I get to go home. I live right down the street from where I worked. So I go home for lunch, and my husband came home too, and he took one look at me and said, no, you are not going back to work. You need to stay home. So I called, said, okay, I need to stay because I'm not feeling any better. And they're like, okay, I hope you feel better. By that night, my symptoms seemed to get worse. So I called in and said, look, I think I need to take the weekend off. And also I emailed my boss. She said take the weekend off. So I took her advice. And next morning, worse. I was in bed. I could barely get up. Had so many dizzy spells. It's like the whole room was doing this. I would close my eyes hoping that it would get better. Husband comes home, says, if you don't get any better, I'm taking you to the emergency room. And he talked to his boss, or his teacher. Yeah, he was in school at that time. He talked to his teacher, and they said, you can go and take her to the emergency room. So we go to the emergency room. I tell them my symptoms, have a couple dizzy spells. They put me in a wheelchair because I could barely walk. And after waiting in the waiting room after they checked me in, they admitted me to critical care. So I'm in critical care, laying down. It got horrible. I couldn't move. My dizzy spells got worse, and they put you know how they check your pressure? Every time that went off, no. They checked everything. They told me, oh, your symptoms look like a stroke or a tumor. My heart dropped. I could see my husband who was sitting there, his face. That's one thing you don't want to see, especially if they start saying that stuff like that. Seeing your loved one just, their heart getting crushed like that, it's very hard. Very hard. Well, they checked everything. They checked my blood. They checked my heart. They checked with MRI. At the end of the day, they said my white blood count was good. Hemoglobin was excellent, so obviously that I am not anemic. My heart rate was amazing. MRI, they found nothing. They found nothing. So, what's wrong? Don't know. They sent me home because they found nothing emergent, and the soonest my doctor could get me here, my actual practitioner doctor person thing, was March 6th. This was back in about 1.5 weeks ago. Yeah. They couldn't fit me in any sooner. Yeah. So I had to call my work and say, look, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know how often this is going to happen now, and I was working with kids, daycare. I'm not putting kids in danger like that, and that's not fair to them if I say, oh, I'm having one of my dizzy spells. So I had to pursue it. I have to find out what is wrong. Still not March 6th, so I'm still waiting. I was in bed for about a week. Had trouble moving. My legs hurt so bad. Because when I didn't move that whole entire time, my muscles started spazzing out and it hurt. That night, after I came home from the hospital, Netflix got MASH. MASH is one of my favorite shows. I had watched it a lot when I got home, and I love that show. That night when I came home from the ER, I was in a dream so real. I thought I was in the MASH camp with Hawkeye, Pierce, all of them, helping them with their patients. And I told my husband that. He's like, you're hallucinating? Do I need to take you to the ER? I'm like, nope, not hallucinating. Just having trouble sleeping. So, yeah. And I have so many of my family members telling me, oh, it's vertigo. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. I'm just hoping that my doctor doesn't just dismiss me and say, oh, take this, do that. I want to know. I don't want to live my whole life with all these dizzy spells and not know what's going on. So, I'm here at home now. Don't mind it. It's not that bad. I've got a cat. Come here. She keeps me company. Oh, sorry. This is Yingling. Got her adopted her from a shelter. She's a big sweetheart. And that's a story for another time how we got her. Yeah, you're a sweetheart? She thinks she's a dog, which is okay. She's a bit confused. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, I'm here at home, and my older sister said, hey, if you want to work from home, why don't you get into this new company called Jamberry Nails? I've seen her use them. She let me use a sample, and they're pretty awesome. Right now, I'm waiting for my starter kit to come up. I'm really stoked for this, and doing my own business from my own home. It's not going to be easy, but I want to be a home therapist for special needs children and learn sign language so I can incorporate that together. Why not start learning how to run a business by doing Jamberry Nails? It's a start. I need money for school. Alright, so right now, got nothing on my nails. I'm really excited to get Jamberry Nails. They're pretty awesome. I will probably be showing them off to you and trying to get you to get a part of it. I will put my Facebook business page down below. I will put my Jamberry professional shopping website down below as well. Yeah. I am really excited to start this too, because being at home, you don't really talk to people. I can talk to my cat, but, you know, that's not normal, I guess. Also, I love mugs. So I'll probably on all different episodes, I will have a different mug. This is Diddle. He's from Germany. He's like the German Mickey Mouse. And if you're German, please, can you tell me what this says? I'm really curious. I've had this mug ever since I was little. I don't know. And see, there he is. I'm having my British, Irish, oh wait, no. I'm having my Irish breakfast tea. In a German mug. Yeah. I'm really excited to get this started off, and I will be trying to update as much as I can. So yeah, really excited. Alright, this is me signing off.